So, you're thinking about tackling the CompTIA Network Plus certification, but maybe you're not quite sure where to begin. Well, you've come to the right place. In this quick guide, we're going to pull back the curtain on the N10-009 exam and give you a super clear roadmap so you can pass it with confidence. Let's dive right in. Okay, here's what we've got on tap. We'll start with what Network Plus is all about. Then we'll break down the 5 key areas, the domains you absolutely need to know. After that, we'll talk about the exam format itself, show you some awesome tools to get you ready, and finally, help you lock in a study routine that actually works. All right, first things first, what is CompTIA Network Plus? Think of it as your passport into the world of networking. It's globally recognized, and this is key, it's vendor neutral. That just means it teaches you the fundamental skills that apply to any company's hardware or software. We're talking about the latest version here, the N10-009, which is the perfect launchpad for a career in network support or administration.
Now listen up, because this is probably the most important thing to know about the exam's difficulty. This is not a vocabulary test. It's designed to see if you can actually apply what you know to solve real problems. Seriously, if you just memorize a bunch of definitions, you're going to have a tough time. The real secret is understanding why things work the way they do, not just what they're called.
So, how exactly does the exam test that practical, hands-on knowledge? It all comes down to 5 core domains. You can think of these domains as the official blueprint for the exam. They tell you exactly what you need to know. So let's break them down. Take a look at this chart. It shows you exactly how the exam is weighted. And you'll notice right away, network troubleshooting is the biggest piece of the pie, sitting at a hefty 24%. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? It shows what employers are really looking for. Right behind it are concepts and implementation. This is your guide for where to focus your study time.
Let's get a little more specific. Networking concepts, that's your foundation. It's like learning the alphabet of networking. Implementation is where you actually get to roll up your sleeves and configure routers and switches. Operations is all about the day-to-day work of keeping a network happy and healthy. Security, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's all about defending your network. And finally, troubleshooting, that's where you put on your detective hat to figure out what went wrong and how to fix it.
Okay, so now you know what you'll be tested on. But let's talk about the experience of actually taking the test. This is what I call the 90-minute challenge. It's where managing your time and knowing the rules is every bit as important as the knowledge in your head.
You're going to face a maximum of 90 questions. And these aren't all going to be straightforward, easy-peasy questions either. They're designed to test you across all 5 of those domains, so you really have to be ready for anything.
And here's the kicker. You only have 90 minutes to do it all. You do the math, that's about 1 minute per question. It means you have to be efficient and confident. There's really no time to get stuck on one single question for too long. Pacing is everything. The magic number you're aiming for is 720. The score is on a scale that goes from 100 to 900. It's not a simple percentage, it's a scaled score that takes into account the difficulty of the specific questions you get. But all you need to remember is 720 is the goal.
And this is a really big one, so don't miss it. This exam is not just a bunch of multiple choice questions. It includes what are called performance-based questions, or PBQs. These are basically interactive simulations where you might have to configure a firewall, troubleshoot a connection using command line tools, or drag and drop components to build a network diagram. This is where those practical skills we talked about are truly put to the test.
Phew, okay, knowing the exam structure is half the battle, but the other half is all about preparation. So now we're going to shift gears from what the exam is to how you can actually prepare to crush it. Let's talk about building your toolkit.
So what's the smartest way to prepare? It's definitely not just about reading a textbook cover to cover. A truly effective study plan combines reading with active review of your notes and, I can't stress this enough, timed practice. You have to simulate the real exam environment to get used to that time pressure. And this is where the tools from certification-exam.com are a game changer. Their online web simulator is amazing because it lets you do full-on practice tests on your computer, so it feels just like the real thing. It's perfect for nailing your pacing. Then there's the mobile app for both Android and iOS, which is just brilliant for squeezing in quick 5 or 10-minute review sessions on your commute or during a lunch break. You can even switch between a timed exam mode and a slower study mode.
And to make sure you're really ready for whatever the exam throws at you, you get access to a pool of 241 practice questions. That's a ton. It means you can test yourself again and again without just memorizing the same questions and answers. It's the best way to build real confidence across all those different domains.
Okay, we have covered the what, the why, and the how. Let's bring it all home.
This last section is all about putting these pieces together into a study routine that will have you walking into that exam feeling totally prepared.
So, here it is, your 3-step game plan. It's that simple. Step 1, understand the domains, especially that big chunk for troubleshooting. Step 2, know the format inside and out. 90 questions, 90 minutes, goal of 720. And step 3, use the right tools. Get that simulator and mobile app and make time practice a regular part of your routine.
And there you have it. You've got the map, you know what tools to use, you have everything you need to know to get started. So the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be? Go on, get out there, and get certified.